See, sometimes you got to power up. You need blue pills. Them vitamins. That's what power ups.
It's funny. It's funny because as young nigga, we got this gum now. It's called Blue Chew. Nigga chewing gum about to tell your bitch throw the loose. You know that's
Lord
funny.
God in heaven, I'm just trying to be here. Jesus, help me, Father God.
Hey, this is it's a special one today. Special one today with old Lump. Got all the lights blue.
Come, yeah.
Hit that button over there.
What, the blue one? Yeah, the blue one. Yeah. Point it that way. Point it right at that one. Oh, this motherfucker will not behave.
They said, nigga, it's gonna be red to the death.
Boy, look, and then it's red on a red person. No.
It's all good.
It's okay. That mother will not turn. Oh, I'm staying out of that. Oh, wow. Beige people be acting funny, though. I'm sorry.
You know, they said it couldn't be done. They said that, I think he's lost his magic. Actually, it said, niggas lost it all. And then I said, a narcotics officer was killed today, serving a high-risk warrant in Echo Park. He is survived by his wife and infant child. Pass me the bitch. The best storytelling podcast in the world. This is not a hologram. Yes, this is Billo. We're coming to you live from the city of Houston, Texas. This place, Sorrells fucking Manor. The stories are true.
Really?
Names have not been changed to protect the innocent. God damn it, you did it. We're gonna tell it.
We're gonna tell it. It's information.
Sitting with me today, I said, you know, they don't like it when niggas like me tell the truth on this motherfucker. Oh, man. Billo, man, you going too far, man. You don't think you should say that. I don't give a fuck. I'll update you on some things. I've lived many places. Jacksonville is one of the places I lived. Shout out to everybody out there in Jacksonville, Florida. Duval County. They got two guys out there. Young and Ace and Fulio. Let me tell you something. Met them niggas when me and Courtney was doing Billy and Coco's out there. Young and Ace came up there with my boy, my nigga, Big Frank Coleon. He runs Mascaras, a gentleman's club, one of the most prestigious gentleman's club in Jacksonville, if I could say that. Old Big D came down to work security one weekend, and the club got to jumping. And the Young and Ace nigga came in there, and Big D is a bunch of dreadhead niggas in there.
Oh, no.
And I said, D, these niggas ain't from Houston, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. These niggas gotta move back. I say, nigga, do you know
Niggas
who these niggas is?
Bulldog out of you.
These niggas is killing everybody. I want you to understand, these niggas is rapping about the niggas they killed.
And put them in the song, straight face, names are not
Who
changed.
I smoke, Lil Nine, who I smoke. The bad part is, when I was growing up, you would kill niggas that killed your cousin. These niggas killing their own goddamn cousin.
And then look, they on the damn golf course.
Yeah, just out there, just
in golf carts, like telling who I shot, like why I shot him. That was crazy. I heard that today. I was like, you know what, man, I ain't never.
The lyric that got me out of it was the nigga said on this thing, he said, roll up on a nigga at the job and I clocked him out. I'm like, wait a minute. You clocked the nigga out. This nigga was in line filling out an application at Amazon. Warehouse, the most non-threatening place.
And then they are hidden. They are like back away. So they had intel.
That nigga, it's a nigga at the job. Hey, you know the nigga KT up here trying to fill the application out, man. Yeah, y'all can go and roll up here on him. I'm trying to figure out how they got him out. But the niggas related. Nigga probably told his granny, hey man, tell KT to go up. They hiring up there. How much they hiring for? $35 out. Tell them to go between 3 and 6.
Man,
these niggas, hey man, they kidnapping niggas, man, and rapping about the shit. They putting people pictures. Fulio killed 3 of Young and Ace, killed his blood brother, shot his sister, killed his 2 best friends, then went and shot a music video at their grave.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is all this public information?
Yes.
Okay, I'm asking that because I don't want to be affiliated with that because I'm retired.
Nigga, you don't retire from crippin', cuz.
Look, I'm retired. If I have a relapse, it's gonna be bad for a lot of people, man.
Hey man, this
I'm not tough no more.
Tell them what, hey, this man, whenever you get a Crip on your show, you gotta get all the blue lights in place. This is a Crip turned pastor. He's the only nigga I know that's got a a AK. Hey man, a Bible. Hey man, this nigga got a 40 cal, man. Right right next to the Old Testament. Nigga.
Yeah, man.
He one of them niggas. He got his Bible separate, new and old.
I have.
Hey, that's why he told me that. Hey, you know when a nigga finna do some ignorant shit when they say, I'm going Old Testament today. What that mean? Ain't no forgiveness over here, cuz.
No, none at all.
So I started working with Lump, man. People don't know I had a graphic design company here in Houston, so I was doing flyers. Lump, by way of telling everybody how dope I was the best advertisement. Because he be telling people, because people be calling him, I'm over at Business Real, so I was getting my flyer done. So niggas just show up over here. Harvey Harper was one of my frat brothers. God bless his soul.
Yeah.
H2. And I think it's fair that I can say this, how this nigga got me into my drug dealing years. And how I got my street credibility. It was unasked for every time. I'm in here doing flyers and shit on the computer.
He not telling y'all that when he was doing flyers, the thing that Billy would do, Billy would piss you off, because Billy is, to this day, hands down, dope flyer designer, graphic designer. He was doing photography, and then he decided to pick up a camera and start shooting videos. Anytime you got somebody who's not good but great at everything, he can kind of let his nuts hang. So we be in the house, Dad Sorrells, Pop Sorrells would be in there. Billy have dishes all in the damn sink. Niggas over there cooking noodles. Niggas is cooking, bringing meat over there. Now, mind you, everybody's waiting in line at the same time trying to get the goddamn flyer done. And Billy was a man whore, so in between breaks, he'd be knocking down whatever he was knocking down. I'm just if I'm gonna tell a story, I'm gonna tell it all.
Hey, and
then look, you couldn't get mad, because who else was you gonna go get?
I'll be right back.
Then he be sitting there, pump you up. Man, I'm just how you dripping, dog. I'm about to have you dripping. Your fly gonna be dripping, dog. Man, don't worry about that. I was just in there handling, man. You a man too, ain't you? Look, shit, I just had to do what I had to do. I can't leave. Y'all coming over here. Oh, boy, yeah, have you so dope. Then one day we got caught in this gate. You remember that time I had to jump that fence with them big ass boots on?
Hey, man, I remember we got stuck in the apartment complex, couldn't get out.
Remember that time they towed my car and I had all my guns? Oh, man.
All your guns was in there.
That was a bad
I remember, so on a particular day, this nigga Harvey shows up to my house. Unannounced. Hey, man, somebody in your room? I'm like, nah, nope, you good, you go in there. I need to put something in your closet. I ain't paying attention. I ain't paying attention to nothing that's going on. I'm doing flyers because my back turned. Niggas is there. Man, I go in there to go change my shoes because I'm about to go to Papados and go drink for happy hour and finish my work.
And he still got niggas in there waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, I can share here. Now, actually, nobody was there. When I was about to leave out of here, there was nobody there. Nigga, I go in my closet. It's 3 black duffel bags. I said, what the fuck, this nigga going on a trip? Like, nigga, this the fuck? Nigga, this nigga got 7 bricks of cocaine in that bitch. And the rest of the 2 other bags full of weed. Another bag on the zipper side got pills in there. I said, hey, I called her, I said, hey, man, what's up? He said, nah, nigga, just chill, calm down. I said, man, you can't do that, man. I'm not finna go to jail for you, Mace. He said, nigga, who knows it's there besides me and you? Man,
nigga playing psychologist on you.
I don't know. I said, man, what you doing? He said, nah, what you got it? you a real nigga, right? He said, look behind the bag. This nigga got a long ass shotgun behind the bag. I say, what am I do with that? Nigga come through the door, just shoot at the door. I say, what? I said, man, I ain't asked for none of this, Harvey. Harvey, oh man, you act like you ain't never seen no dope before. Nigga, that shit cool, you be all right. I said, so what I'm supposed to do with this when you come back to get it? I'm not coming back to get it, but my homeboy gonna be there to pick it up.
Hell no. Hell and no.
I said, man, come get your shit. Man, I'm on a flight, man. You know we gotta go out here to Boston Celtics. They in the finals. I say, y'all gone? Yeah, we gone. I said, oh. So, I mean, what I'm gonna do? I can't go take this to the police. I'm going to jail immediately.
Can't tell nobody.
Can't tell nobody. So now I'm trimmer. You know, I can't say that I got all this work in my house. I'm like, nigga, this is the most uncomfortable shit. For 2 days, this nigga left me with all them drugs in my house. Nigga called me on Monday. I said, bro, where you coming to get your shit? I know, I told you I ain't coming to get it, but listen, it's gonna be a nigga in a Suburban come through there at about 4:30. All you gotta do is open the door and let him in. He gonna leave a bag, let him get them back. I said, it's a transaction, nigga. He don't want you, he want the dope. I said, man, fuck all this, bro. Nigga left that goddamn dope. Nigga came. I was terrified, bro. Cause it's like, nigga, I ain't know how to shoot this shotgun. This ain't... Then I'm kind of like, what I want to kill him for? We don't really know each other. I'm trying to figure out.
You didn't do the whole gamut.
He didn't look like that.
Dog.
And the nigga that come through the door in my head, I'm thinking it's gonna be one of them Haitian niggas with dreads. Then the nigga came through, had a polo shirt on, some khakis. The most unsuspected nigga to pick these bags up. Like, so I'm looking at him, he grabbed the bag. He said, man, can you grab the other one? I was like, nah, that's part of the trick. I ain't touching this shit. My hands ain't gonna.
Did he drop the other bag though with the bread?
Man, I'll be right back. Man, he dropped the other bag. And I said, Harvey left the bag and he's gone. I locked the door. He said, look, good. Soon as he pull off, run to your car. I said, wait a minute, nigga. Why I gotta run now? You said it was cool. He said, nigga, now they got the dope and they can take the money. You gotta just get the fuck out of there. Grab the shotgun, run to the car. Now I got a satchel on and I'm running like this. Through the Savoy, I'm diving in my Impala, throwing the shit in there. Nigga, meet me at Blue. So I'm flying, I'm doing like 70 miles an hour. I ain't
Flying with the dope and the guns.
Man, I got there and I never seen so much money cash. Mm-hmm. So I was like, here, bro, I just want to get the fuck out of this shit. That nigga gave me $7,000.
He punked you.
Nigga, first of all, I need you to understand something. $7,000 cash.
That's a lot of money in college.
When you in your 20s, out of college, it's like, oh, all right, so when you got some more of them bags? R.I.P. Harvey Harper, I love you to death, man.
Rest in peace,
yeah,
Harvey.
man, Jared.
Yup. I did a show with Harvey at Prairie View, and look at Harvey did. He slicked me.
How'd he do you?
We had a rec shop at Prairie View, right?
And you gotta explain who Rec Shop is.
Rec Shop Records, D-Rec, one of the foundational.
And who were some of their artists?
Big Mo. You had, who else was on? Mo, Gotti was on there. Ronnie Spencer was on there at one time. But the killer was when Bar Baby came out. Renetta, who was now 20 plus years old with a child and married. She was the one who was singing Bar Baby, Bar Baby. We put her in the chair at Prairie View and she sang that song. But before we get to that part, they need to put the money in somebody's name. Now, we didn't got this check. So, you know, the deal is you go high.
Yeah.
With the university, and then you cut a deal with the artist. You cut a deal with the artist because all of the extra bread,
you keep it.
You keep all of that. So Harvey had with H2 Promotions, right?
Yeah.
And on the level, I had been doing that since I was 18. Since I was 19 at U of H at the car shows. When I showed the box how to do the first car show when I was 19, like a dummy. But anyway, Harvey was like, I was like, man, who name we putting this in? He was like, no, lump. We gonna put it in your company name. I was like, why we got to put it in my company name? Nigga, I got to pay taxes on it then. He was like, man, you ain't even really got to worry about taxes. You just write it off. Because once you show what came in and what came out, it did it. I was like, dog, I just look like this. Like, so, but anyway, I'm here to say this because it's 20 years later now. Man, look here. They gave us a check for like 30 racks. We paid them niggas like 12,000. That was a good come up.
All thanks to Harvey.
All thanks to Harvey. And you know, and I still got taxed on that damn money too. The RSA came and hit me with the axe. Yeah.
Tore your shit out. Like, bro, coming from LA and like, y'all had no choice but to get affiliated and shit. Today's episode is titled Blue Laces.
Rest in peace, Nip.
Shout out, hey, rest in peace, Nip.
Yeah, we got it clear too. We did talk to Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee is the guy who did the track for Nipsey for Blue Laces. He did Blue Laces 1, he did Blue Laces 2, and Blue Laces 3 is getting ready to come out. And Leroy was smart. He actually owns the name Blue Laces. So we cleared it with him. So the rest of y'all got to pay Leroy Williams if y'all use Blue Laces. So we cleared it. That's the homeboy. So it is. But
I'm going to tell you where my story starts. My story starts, since it's about Blue Laces and niggas cripping, we're going to take it to the year of 2016. I am working for BET at the BET Awards. Now, I've been living in LA since 2011. So I've seen Nip around a lot. I moved to 93rd in Maine. When I first moved to LA, I was staying on 63rd and Crenshaw.
Yeah, right in the middle of 63rd.
Right there. Hey, I was renting a room at the Crenshaw Inn. They had turned like 4 of their back parts of motels into like monthly rentals. Mm-hmm. So I was paying $1,100 when I first got to LA to stay there. For a room. My homeboy, who was my frat brother, Martell, he's 60s, he's neighborhood.
I remember Martell.
Now his mom, shout out to her, number love for your mom, Martell, but you know, your mama took me on a date and she kept asking me, whenever you need anything, I got you. So I'm like, all right, shit.
What that mean?
Well,
Yeah, what that mean? Sounds a little cougarish. What that mean, dog?
It was, cuz I didn't know nothing about it, dog. I wasn't ready for this, dog. Like, Martell was hey man, Martell showed me number love, so, man.
I ain't gonna even say what I want to say, but I really want to ask you, did you go meet the meat?
So what happened is...
You didn't want to answer the question. That nigga with meet the meat. Dirty dick.
Hey, so we went to she was like, you want to get something to eat? I'm going to take you to eat. We're going to go to Cheesecake Factory. So we in the Grove. I ain't thinking. I go to Cheesecake Factory with the lady. We in there, she smiling and ordered. She big, nice, new Lexus. She work at the post office. She
got bread, yeah.
She like assistant postmaster general, one of them stupid titles. She got these big glasses on. She got her hair all flipped out. She done got jazzed up her stomach out. She got a navel ring. I said, hold on, Mom, I thought we just grabbing some food. So we trying to walk into Cheesecake Factory. If you ever been to the Grove, they got an escalator to go up in there. You walk in the Grove, across from the Apple store. And like right when I get to the escalator, I'm holding the door open. Right before I get to the escalator, I'm standing there. She grabbed my hands and locks fingers with me. I said, uh-oh. So now we holding hands going up this escalator, and she just looking at me. She said, I'm just so proud of you and stuff you doing. Them fingers is locked in tight. I said, I don't know what's happening. She put her hand in the small of my back like I'm finna fall, like I'm a child. Then she walked me to this table and sat me down, and she was just like, so you enjoying LA so far? And I'm like, yeah. And nigga, she had this straw, and she sending shots. I'm about 4 shots in with this lady, man. We lit. So it's like, you want to go watch a movie? The movie playing next door. We can go watch a movie or something. I'm like, shit, I mean, I guess. Nigga, we in the movies. We on a full date. She got popcorn.
Full date. And that's your homeboy mama.
Man, bro, let me tell you something.
Terrible, my dude.
I kept trying to tell him, like, bruh, she tried, hey man, Mom got you good, cuz you just enjoy, relax. I'm like, no, nigga, you don't understand.
That nigga gave his mama as a layup for the booty for the cooter bang.
Hey man.
Stone cold layup, cuz that is terrible.
Some young chicks that was in the movie, so they looking, and they're like, one bitch see me, that's it from YouTube. Hey, that's your mama up there? Hey bitch, wait a minute. So we in the movies, man, and she started kissing me on my ear. What? And I'm like, man, come on, don't do me like that in here, man. It's the movies, dog.
That's what the movies is for.
Nigga, she 50.
So what?
I'm 22, nigga, baby 23, cuz.
That cooter bang work.
Hey, man, I didn't, now listen, I hit a 57-year-old prostitute. That's on episode 3. I was 17 when I did that at 2 bars. You can go back and watch that story later on. But,
boy, these church people gonna kill me.
Hey, man, listen, bro. But in this instance, this day, man, I'm like, shit. I left there, we holding hands. The girl, young chicks was walking by us, walking to the parking lot, they watching us and shit. I'm just like, now I felt like what if you young women feel like to trick themselves out, bro. I didn't have no money. I was like,
oh yeah, you went along with the ride, yeah. You say where we going tomorrow?
We went to Magic Mountain, we went to Disneyland.
You went to Magic Mountain with that
man,
lady?
That lady took me everywhere, man. Let me tell you something, man. I got nothing. Hey, we went to Magic Mountain, nigga. She had these little shorts on. I said, I see you had ass back in the day.
Back in the day, where they had kind of like drop a little bit?
Man, it was just like that meat that hung under the bottom.
Yeah, she had booty meat hanging?
Yeah, she got booty meat hanging.
Forgive me, God. This is Billy.
Now, how'd you get introduced to Crippin'?
In LA, it's different, man. It's like you grow up. I grew up, it's crazy. I grew up on 36 right off in between McKinley and Avalon. And it's Bloods in my neighborhood, like 36, 37th, and 38th.
Is that Harlem?
No, that's Bird is from Harlem. That's from 30s. That's the other 30s. That's on the other side. But what happens is, because the streets in LA run long on the east side and the west side.
Shout out my nigga twin from 30s from Harlem over there, man. Shout out to him.
And a lot of people don't know this, and since we talking about it, Lil Looney is Omarion's dad. And that's coming when the B2K scandal came out. You notice they never really put Omarion in the whole booty bandit thing. They didn't do that. And the reason why is because Loon, his daddy, you don't get your name. You know, back in the day, you got your name, you earned your name from the set.
Yeah.
Lil Looney. His uncle's name is Flim Flam. I had my party at the office, and Flim Flam, we had to put him on the plane the next day because he tried to fight the whole police force at my party. Like, so long over short, Bird, you know, Bird looked like a bird. That's how Bird got his nickname. He from Harlem as well. And growing up in my neighborhood, man, you know, it's funny. Like, I stayed on 36. My grandmother stayed on 41st and Central, in between Wadsworth and Jeff. Over there with number Crips. We was in the 40s. So like from the 40s back, the 30s is Bloods, Browns, Backstreet, BSVs, Bloodstone Villains. We grew up with these cats. But then when you start getting in school, you start picking sides. If your family members was Bloods, you was a Blood. And like you, it's not like I woke up one day and was like, I stayed in basically, I hung in basically a Crip neighborhood. It wasn't like I was like, I'm gonna be a Blood. No, it's just that my niggas, they jumped off the porch. So I jumped off the porch. And then once I started getting in trouble, I was a good kid, but I made the gangbanging stop at 1148 East 41st Street, which was my grandmother's address, or it stopped at 663 East 36th Street, which was my mama's house. So even though the cats over there knew I was from Fort Deuce, I stayed over with my grandmother's most of the time because I had a young mama. She had me since 15. So they never played with me like that. You know, like whatever it was and whoever came through, it was cease and desist because we grew up together. Like if you play with me, man, I'm gonna go to your house. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like that. Yeah. So we don't have them kind of problems. Like the youngsters today, it's a little different. It's like even with Tyrone being in Pasadena. You know, there's a lot of Bloods in Dena. And there's a lot of Bloods on the west side because a lot of people don't really understand it. When Crippin' first started with Raymond Washington, and then you got cats like Tookie, and then you got cats like Mr. J from my set, which I really don't, let me clear this part up. I'm talking about it now because the only way that I really talk about it is because if I can help somebody get out of it. Because what it started and what it is now,
different.
It's some bullshit, actually, is what it is. But a lot of the Bloods, they called each other, a lot of the cats, you know, lower income, socioeconomic backgrounds, they would get drafted. And when they went to the service, the way that the blacks communicated was, hey, young blood, what you got going on? Mm-hmm. Hey, young blood this, young blood that. So when they came back, the lingo kept. So most of the cats on the east side, they were Crips. And it started out right, protecting the neighborhoods, kind of an offset of the Panthers and the Slaussons. And then it changed because gangbanging, they never really produced no money until crack came into it. So cats was robbing and stealing. And the way that the Crips really got their name, which is crazy, a lot of Koreans used to be on the east side in LA. The east side, like right now, is predominantly Hispanic. But what happened was a lot of the Koreans migrated there because there was a lot of work on the east side and really the west side, but there was a lot of factories on the east side. And a group of cats who were Crips, one of them literally had a cane. He had a cane. He was literally crippled. And they jumped on these Koreans. Like they pretty much mugged them. And there was a language barrier there. So when they went to the police station to try to describe to people what it was or who they were, the only thing that the Korean lady would say, he was a Crip. He was a cripple. He was a Crip. And I swear to God, that's how it stuck. And then they took it to community resources, any party, any inter-party coalition. Like, it was wild because the way that the name came and what they changed it from, what they changed it to was one thing, but when Tookie and them was doing it, they literally were about helping the community, keeping cats out. But what happened was some of them began to change and they started being thugs and bullies. So the cats that were the Bloods on the west side, they was like, nah. Cats from on the west side, from the east side would go to the west side because they had the prettier girls, more money on the west side. And it became like, no, y'all can't come over here. So them cats who would come back from Vietnam, who call themselves Young Bloods, now you got these cats who are now calling themselves the Crips, they begin to clash. And like back in the day, it wasn't popular to be a Blood, it was popular to be a Crip. So back in the 80s when I grew up, late 70s and 80s when I grew up, it was a whole lot more Crips. And when you saw Bloods, it was just different, you know? Like, you really wanted to be a Blood. Like, you had to want to be a Blood. It was easy to be a Crip. That's how come, but now things have changed. Gang banging, Crips who really couldn't, and gang members who really couldn't make it in LA came back to their roots. A lot of people have roots in Louisiana.
Yeah.
So they come here when they can't make it there. So down here, they the biggest gangsters in the world, but in LA, they was busters. We call them L7s. L7 is a square. That's what we call them. So we call them L7s and we call them marks, you know? And some cats, they was Crips in LA, but when they traveled, they became vice lords, they became bloods and everything. So it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So like, nigga, did you ever feel like you was gonna die? Like, what was it? Was there a day that you was like, nigga, this is it, I'm dead?
Yep, a whole bunch of days. One day we was coming home.
What year was it?
I ain't here to tell my age, bro, but I was young. Put it like this, Breaking was out.
So this is 80s?
No, not Breaking, B Street. That's how long it was.
79?
We at the damn bus stop, and this is crazy. So some Carlos and some Bloods had rolled up, and they saw us sitting there. You can tell from the way somebody dresses where they from. You ain't necessarily got to have a flag in your pocket. They know where you from. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at me now, you kind of know, like, you from LA? There's certain little things that you can see on me, even though I'm nowhere close to being active, because I think gangbanging is the dumbest shit in the world now. You kind of know what side I chose. So anyway, these cars pull up, and these dudes get out, and they was like, what it be like? You know, that's how I used to be in LA. What it be like? You know,
it's definitely some 70 shit.
Yeah.
And then young nigga walking out, hey, what it be like, my brother?
Nah, but you know, they said what it be like, we said what it see like.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that came. But long or short, they jumped out the car, the bus was coming. It was like 4 of us, 5 of us, and one of the homies jumped on the bus. He messed up the odds. He left us there. So basically, you got 4 grown men. These fools get out the car with bumper jacks. You know them old school bumper jacks? With the whole, you know, you had the straight rod and the little thing at the bottom, and how you jack up the car.
Bumper jack? Jack?
These fools literally pulled out a bumper jack. We called it a bumper jack because that's how you put the damn thing under the bumper to lift it up. That's how the car, so they pulled them out like.
So y'all finna fight these nigga grown men?
We had no choice. We was had to get beat up.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, my homeboy named Terrell, he got, at the time, I didn't know what was happening. He put his hands in his pocket, and the fools came up. Even though, I'm a big dude down, but I was just skinny and tall, but I was the biggest one there. So who you think they coming to get first?
You.
Nigga, I done summoned the powers from Zeus. Dodging this fool swinging his bumper jack like he's Thor. Roderick then got on the damn bus and going to the house. Daryl's little brother Chris might be 7. We got him on top of the seat at the bus stop. He crying, oh, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. They look like they getting closer to Chris. So then the adrenaline start running. We back to back, knocking these boys out. These boys just getting us. And it ain't like we just like winning, because they grown. They handling us.
Somebody hitting you with the jack.
No, I ain't getting hit with that jack. You hit with that jack, it's a wrap. So D-Double, my homeboy, he built like Conan, but he can't get in the asteroid and ride all the rides with his short ass. He little as hell, you know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, man, Darryl put his hands in his pocket and he came out. Bam! Bam! Boys was falling. This nigga put some brass knuckles. He had some brass knuckles in his pocket.
So wait, you gotta explain what brass knuckles is. If you never seen brass knuckles before, it's like it's a
5-finger ring.
It's
a 4-finger ring.
Yeah,
a 4-finger.
It's like that, and it's metal over your knuckles. And when you hit somebody,
it's a wrap.
You going to sleep, bro.
They going to sleep. So the bus started coming again. So of course we knocking them out, and Darryl somebody took the bumper jack, and the way that you can actually make a car inoperable is you take the jack and you knock out the radiator.
Yeah.
You just swing it and knock out the radiator. So we knocked out 2 of the radiators. We hop on the bus. We get to the house. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. And D was like, what's wrong, Alon? What's wrong? What's wrong? They call me Big O. What's wrong, Big O? I was like, that nigga left. Damn them jumping us, but that nigga left. Homie, one thing you don't ever do in no fight, you don't leave your people. You either get whooped together or y'all win together. Yeah. But you don't mess up the odds and run. Because if you run, it's a wrap. So he at Darrell's house. You know that picnic furniture they have in your front yard, like the Mexicans come by selling it? It's like the red picnic benches and the table. Roger's sitting on there and Darrell's mama is there. I kicked the damn thing over. I pick up the bench and commenced to beating him with it. And they was like, Orion, you gonna kill him? I said, I'm trying to.
How? Because he left your ass in this fight.
Dog, he left all of us. Dog, he could have got us killed. So you asked me, and there's another time we was at the jungles.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Pause. Now, backstory. A lot of y'all seen Training Day. Remember that scene when Denzel rolled down that street, there wasn't no way out?
The one way in?
Was doing this, and on the show, on the thing, they made them niggas look like they had on orange. No, them niggas had on red.
Yes.
Nigga, the jungles is like notoriously blood. Now,
Lord, forever.
So,
my uncle worked at the liquor store on the corner of Santa Rosa.
It's a corner right there. Let me tell you what happened. With gentrification, they went through and they started redeveloping all that shit. 2016, me and Courtney, we just had our second daughter. We just had Indigo. We in LA. She's like, I've been looking at apartments all week. I found us something. I said, oh, okay, shit. What's the deal? 1,800, 2-bedroom, with a washer and dryer. I said, get the fuck out of here, for real?
Yes.
It's got an up and a downstairs. I said, it's a townhouse? Nigga, I got to go. I'm not paying attention. I'm driving. GPS. And so I'm not thinking about nothing. The kids in the back seat. We pull up. We get out. We new married couple, 2 babies, you know what I'm saying? We speaking to people. I got the money for that shit immediately at Bank of America, got the money order. We in here. Lady already said the credit was approved. We go in there. Boom. Courtney filling out the shit, filling out the lease paperwork. I'm sitting outside in the car with the kids, keeping them calm. Man, so I just started looking, started noticing niggas riding by on bikes.
Yeah, he doing all the intel. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, school must have just got out. Nigga, it's July. So I keep seeing these niggas on bikes. So I said, man, you might have a bike ride over here or something. They might got a bike trail. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. Man, let me tell you something. I called my homeboy Teddy. Teddy Ray. Love Teddy Ray to death. Teddy Ray is from LA. He from West LA.
Where y'all at, cuz?
He say, hey man, where y'all at, cuz? I say, man, we just got this badass new apartment. It's a townhouse. He said, oh shit, cuz, where you at? The marina? I'm like, nah, man, we go here. I was like, man, shit, send me your location. I send a nigga location. You know.
You got quiet, didn't you?
Nothing. You see them dots? You know them 3 dots when the nigga typing? All the nigga text me back was, in capital, leave. That's it. Leave. Oh, he can't believe when you can't believe either. I can't either, 1,800, nigga. He said, nah, cut, leave. I called him. I said, bro, what's up? Nigga, that's the jungles. I said, nah, this ain't no jungles. Look, nigga, this shit look brand new. He said, nigga, it's the jungles today. It's gonna be the jungles forever.
Right there, right.
He said, is it dark? It ain't dark yet. He said, wait till nightfall. He said, nigga, look at all them bloods on the outside of the gate. I said, it's gated in. He said, nigga, they don't give a fuck about that gate, no. Told Courtney, I said, this the jungle. She said, where they shot Training Day? I said, yeah. We started noticing the shit. Got the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, man.
If you ever go there, Nickerson Gardens, neither one of them places.
Nickerson Gardens of the Jungles is some of the most dangerous places in the world. That project is different. I'm at the, Sean, my cousin Sean, he stayed in LA. He came to Texas for a year when we stayed in Hockley, Waller, but he couldn't take it. So he went back to the crib. I'm rolling with him. He's in a Bug Club at one point, the Mustang Club, and the IROC Club. Car club culture is just huge in LA. I'm with him one night. We in the damn, leaving the junk. We in the jungles, trying to leave the jungles. One thing about that leg splitter, it'll make a man go a whole bunch of places. So he's like, man, you know, his bug was burgundy. So, of course, it's a little, you know, it's just burgundy, but he Crip, you know, he from the east side, he from Photos as well. Well, we over there, and somebody noticed Sean. You hear niggas chirping. I was like, oh,
What's
man.
the chirping? What's that?
The chirping is just alerting everybody in the jungles that there's some niggas over here who ain't supposed to be. Well, it's basically just alerting them like, hey, y'all come look. So now everybody on alert. It ain't no cell phones at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like you got them, but he didn't have one.
Yeah.
We in the damn jungles, him and this other couple of his homeboys messing with these girls. And they parked at the end because you know it's got like an angle going down. So they stay toward the bottom. So it's easy in and easy out.
Yeah.
Say, look here, man. All I heard was click, 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 click. The dudes up at the front, they loading up. They realize who it is, what a car is, because fools know your car in LA. Oh, that's the homie though. Yeah, he stay over there on Lamoli, but he from the east side. Da 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 da. I'm hearing all this information. Man, before I knew it, all I heard was bow, chicka 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 chicka, bow bow bow, chicka chicka. I'm in the car. So Sean knows what it is. He runs outside. Darren get in the other car. His homeboy, Darren Poland. Bruh, that's what made me stop. I never wanted a 9mm after that. I was watching these cats shoot these guns, and they were so far up the hill, but when you shooting down, the bullets was hitting the back of like the car, like the back windows, and they was bouncing. Hitting the street, bouncing and kicking up. Bruh, I ain't never been so nervous in my life. Like, that's the one time that I really thought, like, we was gonna get it, because it was gunfire, you know, it was like, that's what it was, man. So, you know, and then I think about it now. I really don't want to get caught up in that gang. Some of the stuff I can't really speak on, but when you think about it, I was a Crip because my grandmother stayed in the neighborhood that she was in. Some of my family members were Bloods because that's the neighborhood they stayed in. Most of our people didn't own no property. We raising a flag for what we thought was pretty much a country. Like, when you think about how we really thought we was raising the flag for a neighborhood that didn't love us. And we fought each other based on demographics, nothing else. But when crack came into the scene, when cocaine came into it, cats on the west side had to work. Cats on the east side had the money. So it was like what was forbidden to where, you know, Crips didn't really hang with Bloods and Bloods didn't hang with Crips, but a lot of them cats grew up together. So they were just cool and they respected one another. But then when the gunplay came in, because see, when crack came in, it expedited the guns because you have money to buy the guns. So then what would happen was I just sat back and I thought about it. My sophomore year at U of H, I never will forget it. Now my freshman year at U of H, that's what the year when Magic Johnson said he contracted AIDS. And I was just sitting there. And I was just like, why am I really holding the flag for cats who we founded on certain principles, they don't even hold up to them? You got cats who was literally killing each other and they knew each other. And they always ask, why does gangbang or why won't it die? Well, if somebody killed your brother, forgiveness is the last thing on your mind.
Yeah, hell no.
So, you know, you keep going back and forth, but then when you think about it and when the dope came into it, which is my point, you begin to realize that we all were the same people. We just picked the color and we literally fighting over a color. That's the dumbest shit that I've never heard of now.
And you know, you've done so much, like, I guess that's helped. Like, work on at Capitol Records when I first met you. Mm-hmm. You work with a lot of artists and help them get started. Cash Money was one of the groups with Baby, and I'm sure you got several great Baby Cash Money stories. Yeah,
I do.
I
He's fighting right now. Like, me and Stun are fighting right now, but it's cool. But but the one thing that I will say is, like, the story that kind of started this whole thought process off was my Suge Knight story that I never really tell.
Well, guess what, y'all? We got more Did You Miss Me podcast coming your way right after this. We're going to take a brief break. Coming back, we got my boy Lump. Hey, man, he's got a Suge Knight story. All that coming to you. More to come.
Death Row.
Did You Miss Me podcast. We'll be right after this. Nigga, like, that's my boy. Who's that? Me. All right, we back up in here. Back up in this thing again. Best storytelling podcast in the world. Your boy Billy Sorrells, Billo right here. Joining me today, Young Lump.
Yes,
now, we left y'all this title of this episode is Blue Laces. Shout out to all the Crips out there. We ain't got nothing but love for you.
Real?
We got one of the Crip founders.
No. God damn, what's boy trying to put me in the grave, dude? I am not that old, cuz. Yeah, anybody who might have had a lightweight crush on
the founding fathers of Crip is.
Look at this. Hey, Tyrone. If somebody had a lightweight crush on me, all that shit is done at this point. You hear me? It's done.
Founding father. Man, I mean, as a nigga from Texas, I want to say this. We got the most beautiful women in the whole fucking.
Amen and praise God.
Not just beautiful, though. I put the challenge out.
And fine.
These women is independent as fuck. They get their own goddamn money. They're wifeable today. Yeah, you take any of these motherfuckers somewhere and drop them off your city, you gonna wife them. I challenge anybody out there that think they got more wifeable, wife-ready, badass women in their city. Call me up, 323-385-9734. We'll get somebody over here to you, because I'm gonna make it rain wives from here all the way to the end of the goddamn year. It's wives everywhere.
Wow.
I done fucked around and got divorced and shit and came back outside and was like, nigga, it's wives everywhere around here. Yeah, I am complaining now the bitches that don't want to act right, and they everywhere. Look at bitch, you want to take me out? Yes, I appreciate it. Yes, I will. You know, the shit be fucked up. You know, you be out here thinking you dig bad, you know, married. I just realized motherfucker hated me for 9 years. Gave his dick back out again. That motherfucker was screaming, huh? I'm like, shoot, what was that for? Oh, that's for me. Oh, okay, shit. I'm doing that. What you trying to prove?
You said it's all me.
It's all me. Whatever. Bitch normally don't give me no emotions. You know, she Charlie Chaplin on the dick, you know? Like nothing, niggas. I'm just like, oh, niggas, my dick's fine. The street says my dick is okay. I'm out here thinking my shit is bad, and I'm like...
Hey, all my church members, y'all forgive me. I'm human. This is my partner. I don't leave my partners alone.
I don't know why they ask stupid questions, though. Motherfucker gonna ask me, so are you having sex with anybody? A couple people, too. Yeah.
They really asked you about your sex life, cuz?
Yeah. Ex-wife asked me, just trying to hit me with that curveball, like I was finna be like, nah. Just let me tell you something. I'm outside. The word on the street, my dick is phenomenal. I know what the fuck you be dealing with.
What we used to say.
Motherfucker asked me, she just left? I left this? I said,
hey, man, Billy used to have this thing, like, it worked, too, for him. He was like, so you just scared? I'm gonna put this baby leg in you? What, you scared? You scared? That was his line.
Boy, that baby leg hit you, man. That Captain Hook, the hook, hey, man, let me tell you something. I was ashamed of having a hook dick for so many years. I did not know that was a thing, that they were searching for niggas like that. So you got a hook in your dick? Yeah. Well, I want to see it. It's nuts, man. I mean, because a lot of times niggas get in a gang banging and shit behind a woman, bro. Like, you get yourself in so many fucked up situations behind a broad, behind some bullshit.
Guess what's undefeated?
What?
They say time.
Time.
But Coochie is undefeated. Cootie Bang is undefeated. Now, it can't be long as I-10 wide as 6'10". But yeah, you can't have one of them. You can't have high mileage on you know. Oh, matter of fact, Billy had an app. It was called the Cat Facts. You thought I forgot about that? The boy had Cat Facts. I remember Cat Facts, dude.
Yeah, it's an app for that.
You need to bring that. You need to bring that. Cat Facts.
You find out who you fuck with? I got an app for that.
Hold on.
I can tell you all the niggas you fuck
Cat
with.
Facts, yeah.
What's your name? Deanna.
Yeah.
Cat Facts.
Search
Give it to
Deanna,
below.
South
Give it to
Houston. Yep.
That's what she's being California.
Ball player, drug dealer. We got three. Came back right now. Let me tell you what's going on.
Cat Facts.
I mean, being a nigga from Texas, going to LA, I still got spirit for the teams that I support. I'm still an Astros fan. So I'm in LA wearing my classic Astros hat.
Not good.
Star.
Hoover with an H with a star in it.
Had no
That's what
fucking
Hoover
idea.
No.
Hoover grooving. They thought that.
They
No.
grooving with that.
No.
I didn't know none of that shit. I go to the store. I'm living off 93rd and Main Street.
Ooh, we was main by man.
East Coast. Shout out to everybody.
East Coast. I got some partners from East Coast.
All my niggas. A-Tray. Oh, man.
Bill Sharp, A-Tray, program director in Shreveport. Nobody will never know he's ETG. He's A-Tray gangster.
Hey, man, nothing to play with. So I got this hat on, and nigga, all I know is me and my little brother, my stepbrother, we in LA. Now this nigga, I don't know, at 19, he looks like somebody that was a stone cold criminal. That he got all the sleeves and shit done. Man, we at the store, nigga. I got my hat on, nigga. Nigga, we buying some liquor. Nigga, the nigga pushed my liquor back off the thing. He was like, nah, you can't have that. I was like, wait, what? What's going on? Yeah, so where you from, homie? Nigga, there's a nigga came in the store on the bike. Nigga got off the bike. So nigga, they pressed us at the goddamn checkout. I was like, nigga, so where you from? I was like, nigga, Houston. Nah, but really, for where you from though?
Yeah, where your grandmama stay?
Houston.
Yeah.
My grandma dead. Nigga, I don't know what y'all want from me.
Yeah.
Man, if niggas was pressing us, nigga, for about 7-8 minutes, I'm thinking these niggas being hospitable. Like, yeah, nigga, so like, what you into? Like, what, like, you got any sisters out here or nothing? I'm like,
Yeah, they trying to figure out where you from, homie.
My brother, his old friend is, well, actually, my sister, I was like, no, nigga. These niggas ain't our friends.
They about to run y'all.
Man, it's about to run us, man. And one of them niggas was like, oh, that's cuz from Wild 'N Out. He good. This bitch ass nigga hilarious. He called me a bitch ass nigga.
You got to swallow that up.
Yeah, I took all of that.
Yeah.
Took a picture with the niggas and shit. Shit, after that, it was cool.
Yeah.
They started seeing me with my kids. They was like, keep staying in their life, cuz. They need you. As long as you got them kids and you doing some shit.
You all right. If they not scared.
Leave that nigga alone. That nigga a father, nigga. You know our daddy ain't around.
For real, nigga. Like, for real.
They got a soft spot for niggas trying to do right.
They really do, man. That's like the little boy the other day. I was looking at with little Miss Richardson, who she didn't even get picked for the 4x1. But long over short, they said back in our day, our drug dealers wouldn't even give her no weed. They just been like, nah, shorty, ain't you in the Olympics? No, not Olympics. Ain't you in the Olympics?
Man, you can't be fucking with that shit, Shikari, man. God damn,
come on,
man.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Shikari look like her pussy A1. I mean, like, I'm gonna say this.
How did I get into this conversation?
How you go there?
Yeah, nigga, do you see how she run? That pussy A1, bro. Ain't no way she got that much swag. She that fast. She can fight. She probably a fool on the dick and got niggas is just. Shikari, wherever you at, baby. Fuck them Olympics. We can watch
the Olympics, man. It's Olympics.
Olympics, nigga.
Yeah, the Olympics.
So how you get fucked up with Suge? Cause I got a Suge. What happened? What year? What happened?
Well, he was in Miami, and it was in How Can I Be Down? How Can I Be Down was a conference we used to have before you spooks tore it up fighting. But anyway, Miami was the spot, and Death Row really took care of their street teams, and I was doing street team work for Death Row. And at the time, I was about 60 pounds heavier, stone cold bald, beard. So, of course, at that point, they thought every bright, bald dude looked like Suge. Oh, he looked like Suge Knight. Oh, he looked like Suge Knight. So I'm walking down Collins by myself. I'm on the Death Row street team. I'm on Collins Boulevard.
Shout out to Mint. It's a small club on Collins.
Yeah, it's dope. And what's the one that don't have no roof on it?
You talking about
what is it?
Clevelander.
Yeah, don't have no roof on it. Yeah, man. So I'm walking down Collins. It's hot. Everybody else, Red Man and them, they on scooters. They tearing Miami Beach up. That's when I realized South Beach is for the tourists. Real niggas don't go to they don't go to the beach because they know we're not welcome over there. But at the time, you can't be playing with their tourist money. This was right after Pac got killed, so it was '96. So we at How Can I Be Down, and all of a sudden I'm just walking. And I hear, you hear all kind of cars, but this dude was in a drop top Testarossa. I look around, and it's Suge, and I was just like, what up, cuz? And he was like, hey, come here. So I'm just like, all right, I'm chilling. I work for Death Row, but I don't know Suge. I'm dealing with Kevin Black, Savalas Holloway, and Ian Fletcher. Ian, he from Pasadena as well. So they on the street team for Death Row, and he was like, hey, man, Hey, youngster, you better get back to the hotel, man. They think I killed Pac, so, they say you look like me. I finally found you down here. He was like, well, yeah, so just be careful down here. And he just kind of chuckled. Big stogie in his hand, in the Ferrari, flamed up, jewelry everywhere. And I was like, man, I work for you. He looked at me, he said, what you mean? I said, I work for you, man. I said, you give me a check every month. I'm on the Death Row street team. I'm in Houston. On the level? That's when I knew the nigga was smart. That nigga, all of the money that Suge paid, he remembered the street team company in Houston, Texas. So that's when I knew he was, I didn't really know too much about Sugar Bear at the time. I just knew he was a Blood. He stayed in Compton. He was affiliated with Bloods, but he was a hell of a football player. He was actually really good, but went to UNLV or whatever. So I just said, man, yeah, I work for you. I said, you give me a paycheck. He said, homie, let me talk to you. He pulled the car. To mind you, we was having this conversation in the middle of the street. Traffic, not nary horn was blown. Ain't nobody blowing no horns. They coming around him. And usually they want to ask for an autograph, but people scared of Suge. Suge was a big ass, so you took two big ass dudes in the middle of Collins. We got traffic blocked. He pulls over, he's like, man, let me holler at you, homie. And I said, yeah, man. I said, I'm from the crib. He said, I picked up on the lingo. He said, but man, let me tell you something, man. You know what a paycheck is? He said, I don't ever want to hear you say that no more. I said, yeah, I know what a paycheck is. You give me a paycheck every month. He said, no, homie. A paycheck is exactly what it says it is. Somebody's paying you to stay in check. And I was like, damn. He said, homie, when I go to these white people, I got a company. I provide a service. They want my services. They can't make the money without me. Not as much as I make for them. He says, you know, my first year in Inception, you know, we generated $1 billion. I'm looking at this nigga, my mind is blown back now. Because you hear the stories of Suge, you hear the mystery, but you don't really understand. Like this dude, he had to be smart to run Death Row for as long as it was, but he just couldn't get away from the bullshit from the streets. He said, hey, homie, I provide a service. You do the same thing every month. Don't you send me an invoice? And I was like, yeah. He said, don't I pay your company? He said, I said, yeah. He said, you're an independent businessman. You provide a service. I couldn't do it without you. He said, don't you ever let nobody give you a paycheck because they'll always be able to pay you to stay in check. And he was like, I'm going to see you at the party tonight, huh? He said, I got a robe for you. I said, I got a robe for you? I didn't know what it was. So that night, of course, now my chest out. You know, this nigga Suge came over here and messed with the homie. You know, he messed with me. He's blood nigga. You know, I'm talking shit under my breath. It's so slob, nigga, you know. But, you know, they got Crips on the label, so it's all good. And shout out to my homeboy Boulevard. He from Photos too. Him and Battle Cat was partners. And Boulevard used to go hang in the Death Row studios, but Boulevard was always strapped. He did 14 on the bid for bank robbing. Like Boulevard, he's the DJ for the Undisputed Motorcycle Club in LA now. All the gang shit is just, it's out the window. Niggas is making money now because it's Bloods and Crips and Undisputed. But long over short, that night we went over to the pool party. We go to Star Island. Star Island is the spot that you go to.
Oprah, Puffy, all of them got houses on Star Island.
So before Airbnb, you just have to find somebody who will get you out.
Correct.
Shit, Suge had a big ass condo. I mean, it wasn't even a condo, it was a house, but it was immaculate. Mind you, this is 96. They had shit in there that I didn't even know what it was at the time, bro. So when I get to the door, he saw me and he smiled. And he had this robe in this package. He said, put the robe on, homie. I was like, you know, then I'm thinking, I said, this some free shit going on. This nigga want me to take off my clothes. Like, so I'm not knowing. So I put the robe on. The robe was instant access. This nigga had hired the girls who danced for Luke, flew strippers in from all over the country. And I ain't talking about the regular strippers. You know, you've been to Miami, man. Them strippers is 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". Yeah. Built like Megan. They was built like that before, you know, plastic surgery, before Dr. Miami. And it was pure hedonism. So if you had a robe on, you get what you wanted.
Yeah.
But it was only a limited number of robes.
Oh, so you acting a fool in this goddamn robe. How much DNA is on this robe?
But this is the deal. So it was so much that niggas was taking their robes off and giving them to the other cats that was on the street team. It was street team dudes in there and it was DJs in there. But Suge had to set up to where he took care of the street team first. So we was in there, boy, you heard boys in there screaming, boys in there clenching up the sheets with their booty cheeks. Coming out, woo! You know, these girls out there, they running. I'm talking about elbows and booty holes. It was terrible, but it was a good terrible though. And if you go to Miami during that time, you'll mess around and lose focus and fall in love with a stripper, my nigga. Like, it was horrible. So by the time I got ready to get out, I just decided to be the businessman. I was like, shit, I'll give y'all the robe, but shit, who got 100? So I started. I sold my robe for like 3. And after that, I left. So you have all type of illicit activity, pleasurable illicit activity with the robe. I done made some money, and then here's the kicker. Suge is passing out plaques at that hoe.
Oh, for real?
Oh, nigga, like, one thing about Suge, he took care of cats because he made sure that the street team, if it was a big-ass death row plaque, everybody got one. Like he took care of the street team before he took care of the DJs, and that's how Suge, and then, small fun fact, I was only like the 2nd or 3rd person in the country who was able to work for Death Row and Bad Boy at the same time. That was a problem. Like, you know, I had to keep that separate because my thing was, when they came to me, I was like, nigga, I don't tell y'all who to put out. Y'all put out Rage, Corrupt, Dre, Snoop, Dog Pound. How you gonna tell me not to work for Bad Boy? Suge was actually paying cats, but Death Row was paying cats double so they wouldn't work for Bad Boy. It was crazy.
That's nuts.
And so that's one of my Suge stories, bro.
I wish my Suge story had so much like goodwill in the end of it. I wish that I could say that, you know, my story was that. It's not. The year's 2006. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is All-Star Weekend. I need y'all to understand the high that we on from Houston. 03, 04, we had Super Bowl. So I think, in our mind, Houston niggas are starting to get this on the map. Mm-hmm. All-Star game is down there. Super Bowl in 06, man, like it's so much shit. Like that was a pivotal year for Houston music because that was the time when people came down for Super Bowl. I mean, the following year for Super Bowl, where it was just like, bruh, niggas left with all our music. So by 06 All-Star game in Las Vegas, like all of the artists out of Houston that pop, Slim, you know, LaToya Luggett, Paul Wall, Mike Jones was out heavier, but like not just in the way we knew him, like mainstream. Yep. Flipping T.I. was beefing. So all this shit is happening around this time. I'm working for Johnny Dang, and a lot of niggas don't know I'm doing video for Johnny. Like now, at the time, working for Johnny is Junior Martins, who you might know from A-Life that do parties and shit. Me and Junior got cool. Well, it was an infamous not get cool, but it was a get cool in college. Junior a Q, I'm a Kappa. So Junior, he went to Austin out in Fort Bend. I went to Hightower. So I knew the nigga when we played football. And his brother. His brother's huge too. Both them niggas like 6'6".
Yeah, them
6'5".
big dudes, bro.
But here's the thing. It was only two of them niggas. And we had some young apes at the time in our chapter. John, we get Blue. So,
TSU, right?
Bruh, being a Kappa, dog, where you wear suits and shit, we was the worst bad attitude. We beat up niggas from other schools, other Kappas, slapping niggas. We thought that, hey! Hey, knock it off up there, I can hear y'all. Yeah, you thought that was gonna stop? Daddy shit still happening down here. So, bruh, like, during this time, dog, I got cool with Junior, nigga. I threw that nigga life. I broke a bottle one night. I was like, nigga, I will stab you with this bottle. You think I'm finna take this L from you or your brother, y'all hopping around this party? Y'all gonna stop this shit. So I ended up getting cool with Johnny. Johnny flew me out to Vegas. I'm with him all day. We go to a Nelly video shoot. Jermaine Dupri there. I mean everybody, nigga. It's live. I'm the video nigga. I'm getting pictures. I'm all that shit. I'm on MySpace.
That nigga said MySpace.
My MySpace is on fire, nigga.
Time, nigga.
Nigga, it's that time. Now I'm videoing, nigga. I'm with Paul, nigga. He done gave me some chains and some jewelry and shit.
Oh, Johnny gave some jewelry?
Yeah, Johnny gave me a bunch of jewelry. I lost all that shit. My baby mama got mad at me. Yeah, man, they want to pay my storage. Man, motherfucker, man. It's a whole new story.
Nigga.
Yeah, man, you know, that's how they get you. They don't say
Nigga
nothing.
came up, boy. Storage warfare, nigga.
Man, I was hurt, nigga. Johnny made me my first like real grill. And Harvey and T. Ferris was there when I got my shit. Because them niggas, that was when I first seen niggas get all diamonds in their mouth and no grill. It was just straight diamonds. I had gold with like little diamonds on the side. I didn't give a fuck. I'm happy, nigga. I got me a watch. I'm videoing. I'm in MGM. I got a room. Johnny, niggas don't know this. I don't give a fuck. Johnny full of dope. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Oh, yeah.
X pills, cocaine.
Hello, baby.
You think it's not gonna come out? Today it's coming out, nigga. Full of power. Who's the only nigga that's doing drugs in this high amount? Billy Sorrells. So, Johnny, what you want, X pills? Yeah, give it, my now I want it. I was like, all right, so this nigga gone. Johnny is trying to keep Tila Tequila. I don't know if you know who this is from Rick. Tila Tequila last. Now, he was like, you can fuck, you fuck right now, you fuck, ain't no problem. I was like, Johnny, why are you yelling? This nigga been on pills and cocaine for 2 days. You fuck Tila, it's no problem, I pay money, you fuck. I'm like, Johnny, I'm not trying to fuck that lady. But Tila is being all extra flirty and nice and shit. And I said, I kept saying, like, anytime she come out, did the bitch just eat Chinese food? I look at Junior, I said, you smell that? I don't know what you talking about. So nigga, she sat in this chair.
Ooh, she had fish sticks?
Man, let me tell you something.
Cooter bang terrible. How you that fine of your cooter bang stink?
Let me tell you something. That woman got up out that chair, and that chair still had a person sitting in it, motherfucker. I said, hell no. Why don't you just come back to my room and we can party? Bitch, no. Let me tell
You
you
need
something.
some Clorox,
We need to
motherfucker.
call Ghostbusters around this bitch. This is what we need to call. So we go to Palms. We got two things to do. Puffy got a party at the Palms. Now mind you, Puffy got a party at the Palms in Las Vegas. Go in the party. In the gift shop area in the top of the Palms where they having his party at, Suge is there. He's going to go give Suge his watch that he made for him.
Puffy? Oh, no, Johnny.
Johnny.
Ooh,
So
at Puffy party?
I don't give a fuck. The thing about it is, this time, this 06, nigga.
Yeah.
Ain't no operation in Vegas without, that's, nigga, you know what this is. So I'm standing there, I'm recording shit, boom. He was like, hey man, tell your cameraman, tell your cameraman, cut the camera off, cause I'm about to smoke, but I don't want him to catch me on camera smoking. Now, I used to smoke cigars, but at this time, it's weeds, all type of shit going on.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping. Turn the camera off. I'm looking around trying to see. I see Puffy. These niggas standing on top of the stage. It's going down in this bitch.
So you popped the camera out?
Nah, I ain't. I'm just looking.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I see a bunch of little red bandana shoes start to circle me up. And I'm trying to figure out where all these niggas going. It's a lot of. I look up. Suge said, I thought I told you to cut the goddamn camera off. You think I'm a fuck nigga, huh? I said, you can't be talking to me. I look back, nigga, it's nobody over here. This nigga's talking to me. Paul Wall done walked off of me.
I think they laughed you.
Johnny, this nigga, I said, Johnny, hey! So now, man, I wasn't recording. I said my light was on, because at the time, the cameras that got the light on top of it, you can't just you can turn it off, but the light is on, don't mean I'm recording. Yeah, nigga, you got the light on. And so I'm panicking. I'm like, nigga, this is the nigga that killed Tupac in my mind. I'm in Vegas, nigga, I'm dead. So I'm thinking to myself, I gotta hit this nigga with this camera. And then I'm gonna run. Man, them blood niggas was everywhere, bruh. And I felt somebody grab me. And I'm like, oh, nigga, it's over, because the nigga done choked me from the back. Big Samoan bodyguard named Ra, he grabbed me and picked me up. Suge, he didn't know, bro, he didn't know. And he's grabbing me and running with me. Like, I'm like this, I got the camera.
Nigga running with you like a football.
Yeah, so he pushed me and like running with me. So I'm thinking these niggas finna Orlando Brown me. They finna stomp me out like Death Row style in the goddamn hotel. And so he puts me down right at the door and he says, go. And I keep feeling him push me. I'm like, nigga, I'm already outside. I see the car, I'm about to get in. Nigga, what I don't realize is
Them bud niggas is behind him.
they behind, they
Yep.
pin his ass up trying to get to me.
That's a good bodyguard,
Hey
dog.
man, the nigga pushed me in the car, closed the door, and all I seen was that nigga right there pushing niggas back, and nigga, the car speeds off.
But that Samoan nigga was big.
Let me tell you something.
He was probably like them niggas from the Booyah tribe big.
Bruh, all the tribal shit, he grabs me.
Oh, here the Booyah tribe.
Bruh, these niggas, the Rock nigga, this thing, like, he's huge. And I didn't understand, like, I learned a lot that day about bodyguards and security.
Big difference.
Okay.
There's a difference between bodyguards and security. He's a
Bodyguards.
bodyguard.
Yeah, he's giving up his life.
Junior 6'8", he in the car. I said, where your big ass was at, nigga? Man, bro, I ain't know what was going on. Johnny was like, man, fuck you, Junior, man. You left me out here with these niggas, man. So I'm hot. I want to fight Junior in this car. So we rolling
Oh,
out.
I got a T.O. story for you.
Tila Tequila in the car. Oh, baby, we can just party. It's okay. I'm like, man, bitch, fuck you.
And your coochie stink.
Yeah, nigga, I'm hot. I'm A1 hot. I'm mad. I say, man, I don't want to go nowhere else with you, Johnny. I don't want to go. I want to go back to my room. Take me back to my room. Fuck this shit. So Johnny like, calm down. Why you quiet? Why you whining? Why you quiet? Why you whining? Yeah, dope. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, dope. I'm like, nigga, I want to punch this nigga in the face, dog.
You can't sack the quarterback, cuz.
Nah, bro, this nigga, he got almost $3 million worth of diamonds with him. Yeah. And jewelry. So this other Samoan dude is driving, and they got another Samoan dude that's in the front in this car. He said, we gotta go one more place. We gotta go to the Sands. Sands is gone. It's no longer there. But Jermaine Dupri, Nelly had a pajama party there.
Oh, I know it was crunk.
All right. So out on the street, we slowed the car down, got out.
Walked up.
When we started walking toward the sands, Rick Ross is out there. Rick Ross, this is Every Day I'm Hustling, Rick Ross, 06. I mean, I seen the nigga before I fuck with the music. I'm aware of what's going on. But I'm not registering like how he's, like who he is and how he's tied in. So security at the party starts clowning this nigga. Like, he like, yeah, I'm Ross, I'm finna walk. They trying to walk in, and he only got like 2 people with him. And he was like, nah, man, you ain't on the list, man. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you is, nigga. Hey, they start talking fly. These niggas on the earpiece, suits and shit. Security. Nigga Ross said, okay, all right, I'll be back. I ain't think shit else about that. We get into the party. I get to the stage. He get Jermaine Dupri this necklace he made, a So-So Def piece. It's probably like a $400,000 piece, but it's a So-So Def man, huge. All these diamonds, and this is when I'm first seeing multicolored like stones and shit. And so I'm telling nigga Johnny, so you gave me this nigga all these blood diamonds, huh? So Junior, you gonna sit up here? You the key, huh? You took him back to your motherland and let nigga get all the blood diamonds. I'm ripping them niggas apart. Man, Billy, man, that's not everything in a blood diamond. Well, where y'all get the diamonds from, nigga? Y'all keep going to Africa. Where y'all getting this paperwork? Where the paperwork at? Oh, man, Billy, get to knock this shit off. So I'm on my halfway conscious shit. I ain't giving a fuck. So I record a nigga getting the piece and chain, and I see Nelly, and I'm like, man, my battery getting low. I need to go back to the car and go get my bag, because I need another set of batteries so I can record the rest of the party. Now, they got bitches in lingerie, everybody, they turned up, ball players in there. I seen Dion's in that bitch. Chad Ochocinco, he in there. Bunch of like random stars and shit. I'm in the hallway, right when I come out security, I'm standing there. I go get the bag. Keelan Farouk is there. Keelan, shout out to Keelan, Mr. Indian Hair, we with Exotic Pop. He done grabbed the bag out the car.
Oh, Keelan, okay.
So Keelan gives me my battery. I flip my new battery on. And right then, I seen the door pop open. Boo! Down the hallway comes Ross. But behind him, he got about 10 niggas.
Miami niggas.
Cut off shirts.
Miami niggas.
Gloves
Miami
with the fingers cut out.
Yes.
And them niggas walking. I saw the niggas said he'd be back. I see one of the security dudes, hey man, you gotta have a wristband. Beep. Threw him out the way. These niggas go to the table, flip the table over. They just start whooping all the security guards. You start seeing niggas in earpiece getting dumped, beat up. They beating up everybody in the way. They push the bitch down, they don't give a fuck. The publisher's bitch, poop, out the way, nigga. These niggas start going through the party, and nigga,
everybody's security, they tearing their ass.
Tell you what's on. It's getting hot in here. Don't take off all your clothes, bitch. I am getting so hot. That's all. I wanna take my clothes. Niggas, hey nigga, and then the nigga on the record, Tigger. Tigger was like, hey, man, we gonna slow this thing down, man. Y'all getting a little too rough out there. Hey, all I know after that, I see the nigga Ross grab the mic. Yo, it's the biggest boss, Ricky Ross in here, Roger. Shout out to the Carroll City Cartel. We in the building. Hey, nigga. And the whole party was Ross, nigga. He's standing there. He put his arm around Jermaine Dupri, because it's Jermaine Dupri's bodyguards that was there. I want to let you know, just like Miami, Las Vegas is my city. You know what I'm saying? It's my second home. I want to show love to you. They want to let me in, but you know, Miami niggas, we always gonna find a way. And nigga, them niggas tossed that party up, and it was the most uncomfortable thing, because I could see Nelly was looking like he a St. Louis nigga, but he kind of like, these niggas done tossed the whole party up.
And Nelly ain't no little dude. A lot of people think Nelly is small. Nelly is actually cock diesel. Like, the nigga is,
right.
He ain't no short nigga either.
Bruh, them niggas took over their whole party, and it seemed like we had transported ourselves to Miami, nigga, and that was the day I learned the difference between security and bodyguards.
Picture this, man. I'm literally in Dallas, right? Working for Capital at the time. Chingy, Tyrese song, every now and then make you feel it, be back.
Him and Jason Weaver on that.
So, man, look, #1 video, #1 song in the country. Terrell Owens still playing for Dallas at the time. He might not have been playing. I think he was on there for some celebrity stuff. T.O. is goddamn, bro, he a little baby Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, he a Lou Ferrigno?
Oh, no, that nigga is cut up and he cock strong, homie.
Hold on. We got more Did You Miss Me podcast coming your way.
Yeah, I got to tell this T.O.
Coming back, we got to give it to you. We're going to get a special story in here, a T.O. story with my boy Lump. Don't go nowhere.
T.O. and Chingy.
We'll be right back right after this. And we back up in this thing once again. Did You Miss Me Podcast, best storytelling podcast in the world. It's your boy, Billy Sorrells. We're in here for season 4 in 4K. Look, joining me today, man, if you've been watching so far, man, hey, yeah, this boy here.
Photos K.
Hey, man, I'm not getting into this with you. The Magical Blue Laces episode. Hey, man, today's episode is brought to you by good friends over, man, at Manscape. They have the new Shears Male Clipper. Let me tell you something about this. Guys,
that's all.
if you want these ladies to go downtown and give you that good pleasure that you need,
Let's go.
if you want to stand out, go on and trim that thing up with the new trimmer, man, the shears, man. Let me tell you something. Stuns out, bums out, and hopefully the pubes are not out. So it's flip-flop season is upon us. You want to make sure that you got the post-pandemic toenails together. So you got to clip your toenails. You got to make sure you groomed all the way up. Our shears kit is going to give it all for you, bruh. Listen, don't worry. They got you covered. They just launched a 4th generation performance package for their Shears 2.0 nail grooming kit. Listen, man, they get your cuticles together. You can't go running your hands and your fingers on these women if your manicure ain't together, cuz. So make sure you ain't got no hangnails, your nails is clean, your hands is clean and sanitized before you go touch it on these beautiful ass women out here. I'm gonna say this, bro. The Performance Package 4.0 includes the new Lawnmower 4.0. Like, this trimmer got a light on it. You can get all in them hard to reach places you could never get. Got a guard. If you don't want to go straight bald, you can go like close to it, get your little turf. Let your gal use it. Let her just go there, you know, clip her up. Say, baby, let me go and do you real quick. Ooh. Pull them lips over. Huh? Oh, the headlight, bro, it's got a light on it, so boom, you can just. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Of the vaginas that I've shaved in my lifetime, the appreciation level is high, especially.
For the dudes, like, how do they care? Just like hair in his hair?
No shade.
They really
No hair.
No hair, bro. Get the hair out the way. Think about it. Do you want to put your mouth where a bunch of hair is and get hair in your mouth?
Yeah, wherever there's hair, there's sweat.
Yeah. Some of you ain't got to worry about. Never mind.
Real
I ain't even
shit.
gonna go into that.
Meat to meat, baby.
But listen, man, over there at Manscaped, they got some great stuff for us, man. You can get that package today. Why don't you go over there and get 20% off, free shipping with the code DYMM. That's free shipping with the code DYMM at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping. Use the code DYMM at manscaped.com and tame that summer swamp in your pants with Manscaped. Proud supporters of the Did You Miss Me podcast, and we jumping back up to it.
I need one of them little kids, cuz. From Manscape.
All right, count me back in. 3, 2, 1. Back in here once again, man. Joining me, Lump, man, and
Oh
you was
my
about
God.
to tell us a T.O. story.
Hey, man.
Wait.
East St. Louis that came all the way out, man.
What'd she say?
She was talking about Manscaped. She was just like freckles, bumps. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. I just made the comment that with the manscaping, everybody was like, I said meat to meat. Everybody's like, ooh. Time out. After 2 months, y'all meat to meat. I don't want to hear that shit. Let's get
They meet to meet on the first day. You can always tell when they want you to meet to meet. Them condoms break me out. I get allergic.
I'm allergic.
Bitch. I move that shit out of the way.
Yeah, whatever. Cancel Christmas.
I forgot that was a thing. Nigga, I was married for so long. I was like, what? Yeah. Gotta keep condoms again, cuz? Bitch, who are you?
They got some shit out here now to just blow your dingling off.
I got the thing, man. If I gotta do all that, I ain't fucking with you.
How you know he an OG? That nigga said ding-a-ling.
I'm trying to be cool in front of y'all. These women are so tough.
These are, hey, they are Houston women here.
Hey, man, it's gonna always be cool to bang, and it's gonna always be meat.
Hey,
Meat to meat.
that's funny. Cooter bang and me. Houston, hey man, Houston girls will make you feel like you lame as shit. Oh, this bitch ass nigga wanna put a condom on like a bitch got something.
That shit is terrible.
You be worrying about the bitch you out here living with. I'm like,
Man, look here. Have a couple of kids. You'll look for that plastic. You look for saran wrap, nigga. Like real shit. Have some kids. Yeah.
I'm on my Nick Cannon shit right now.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about that. Hey, look, guess what? Okay, back to my T.O. story with T.O. and Chingy. I'm working for Capitol. Chingy's record, Bringing Me Back, is #1. It's a smash. Chingy's doing this thing. You know, Chingy now got platinum credit cards. It's not with Luda, he's with Capitol. So I always have to take these cats on their promo tours. So on the promo tours, depending on what kind of act you are, that depends like on my budget, like where I can stay. But after you've been there for a while, you know, you don't have to stay. Put it like this: the new cast, their budget's to $0, so you have to stay in kind of like raggedy hotel, not raggedy, but not the best of hotels. But with Chingy, you know, you sold a couple of platinum records. You know, you in the best of the hotel.
Courtesy of the company, yeah.
Courtesy of the company, we gonna double charge everybody. Faith might get Chingy bill. Shit, Van Hunt might get Chingy bill. I swear, that's a whole nother podcast. But so we go to this club. We perform for Skip Cheatham, KKDA. They got their
Shout out my
show.
nigga Skip Cheatham, man. Skip
Cheatham
Cheatham
is a
was
homie.
really dope, man, because when I was on radio in the morning hustle, man, and he came over and sat with me, bro. Me, him, and Tammy Honesty, bro, the program director over there at 97.9 The Beat. And Skip was one of the first niggas to make $1 million.
A lot of people don't understand that.
Niggas don't know this nigga was making $1 million
On the radio.
producing a morning radio show.
Yep.
Producing that. $1
And now
million a year.
He's D.L. Hughley's morning show producer. And his sidekick, Jasmine Sanders, who's on there, she was Juliet Jones's assistant at Capitol. She's from Tennessee.
Yeah.
So Jasmine and I are cool. So long over short, man, Chingy's performed for KKDA. That's when Skip was still on regular radio before he started doing D.L. Hughley. So we at the, you know, everything is everything. T.O. is there for whatever reason. T.O.'s in the back of the club, cool section, the Dallas's VIP section. But we got to get from the front. This is one of them older clubs, so they didn't have no back entrance for us to get in.
Yeah. I'm
6'3", and of course, you know, I was about 60 pounds heavier, so I'm really looking like security. I ain't looking like the promo man. I'm not looking like the cat who gets the record played on the radio. Always happens. My size always makes me promo/bodyguard. Even though they had a bodyguard, the actor stand next to me because I'm in with the program director. I'm usually in with the club owner. I'm cool with the DJ. So these artists now understand that you got to make your own relationships with these people. So Chingy's close. Chingy got a big old bodyguard. He from St. Louis. Big old black nigga too. That nigga so black he sweat M&Ms. Big old black motherfucker. He's country is his name. Yeah, man, you know, if something happen to Chang, man, you know, we gonna fight, man. We gonna, you know, we gonna get him. This big old nigga is big for no reason.
What happened?
We going into the club, right? So we going into the club, and they playing right there. You know, Chingy come, oh, we got Chingy. Capital Record artist Chingy. Yeah, Chingy in there. You know, Chingy a tall nigga. He ain't no little dude neither. But Chingy skinny as hell. So country behind Chingy. And it's like all of a sudden, I don't know if it was me or, I don't know how it happened, but it was almost like it was set up for this. You heard the music kind of stop and the DJ was talking, but in between him talking, I heard, I see the spit. It's coming to Chingy. I push Chingy out the way. I'm looking at country. I'm looking at Chingy, and this spit is like, nigga, this is really happening.
Slow motion type shit.
Real talk, slow motion. The spit coming. Now, the one thing you can't do after the age of 1 year old is spit on me.
Right.
I don't care.
That's mad disrespectful.
That right there,
Yeah.
everybody get the same ass whooping. Old people, girls, your mom, whomever.
Whatever.
Spitting on me means that you have literally took the insides of your bowels, hocked from the bottom of your intestines, and you hucked it up and you hit it. And Dr. Sebi told me that mucus is the only disease in the body. So, nigga,
Yes.
I'm thinking all of this shit as the spit is coming towards me. So, you know me, I'm South Central's finest. I didn't channel my inner photos gangster crip. So at this point, I done turned into the Incredible Hulk. But I'm forgetting that I'm with my act, but you have muscle memory. Somebody in the club try to spit on you, homie, it's all in your mouth. Like, I'm trying to give you everything I got. Man, I seen this fool slugged up. Yeah, nigga, we don't give a fuck. Come to find out, last go round, Chingy did knock down his girl.
So the nigga that got front row at the party just to say something to this nigga.
Don't not say something, that nigga spit. He wasn't no little nigga. I don't give a damn who was with him that day. I came through there. You know how Steven Seagal be by himself and be whooping everybody in the section? Here go Lump. I look back, Billy. Guess what Country doing?
What he doing?
Trying to put on the motherfucking Nike gloves. He trying to put the gloves on to fight. Dog. When I tell you, man,
got too much
and
equipment.
then look, so we get over there, Chinky say, hey man, thank you, man, because that sure would have been a bad looking nigga, would have just spit on the nigga. I said, yeah, man, where's your punk ass bodyguard at? Man, Lump, I was back there trying to. You weren't trying to do nothing, dog. You are, again, you supposed to be a bodyguard, but like the other story, nigga, you really just security.
You really just security.
So, nigga, we get back to the back. My UTO is standing on the couch smiling. This nigga look like he got a mouthful of chiclets. This nigga just, you know, that nigga's black too. So he's smiling. He got on a little shirt. You know, this nigga still cock diesel as hell. Got his buttons all on, but you know them old niggas how they button. They got one button right here, and the rest of that shit is open. So he was like, "Hey, dog, I like you, nigga. You was ready." He said, "Boy, you hit that nigga right there so hard. I bet you his car started outside." He was like, "Come on over here, get you something to drink." He said, "Chink, everything on me." That nigga Chink, he said, "Nigga, everything was supposed to be on you anyway." So
yeah, you in that
we in there, and the whole time Chinky sitting. Now my UTO is on the couch. So like right here, where our friends are, his feet are in the couch, but his butt is on the back of the couch.
Yeah.
He just sitting there. So this nigga is really sitting there looking at us front row, looking at me for the rest of the night. And this nigga's strong. Big dog, you got them niggas, man. I was like, hey dog, if you hit me one more time.
One more time.
But real talk, that's when you find out, like seriously, how artists have to deal with so much stuff, and you wonder why they have bad attitudes sometimes. But stuff like that happens to him. I just had him on one stop on the tour. And the bigger you get, the bigger your problems get. Case in point. More money, more problems. My partner, may he rest in peace, Daryl Jacobs, aka Big D. He's the Godfather of promotions in the South.
Bruh, it was my role.
That was my nigga, and Billy knows, you know, the Big D. It's kind of like I met Billy. I tell everybody about Billy because Billy's funny as hell, and he's talented as hell. So Big D was kind of like big brother to him. He's big brother to me.
You know what's crazy about Big D is Big D. We end up getting cool because Lump. When you cool with Lump, you kind of get passed on to his friends. They all kind of, you know, adopt you.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you. They're gonna adopt you.
Bird, Big D.
Bird, Big D, and Wes. Wes was managing Jay Holiday.
Yeah.
And he was managing a young Wale.
Yep.
Now niggas in the South hadn't really got on Wale like that.
And Idris Elba, bodyguard. Personal,
Yeah.
He's bodyguarding Idris Elba.
So Wes looked like, if I take my hat off, you would think me and Wes was brothers.
Yep.
But this nigga's just a size and a half bigger than this
Yeah, that
nigga
nigga
with
make me
curly
look
hair,
short.
light
Yeah.
skin. You think he was a Kappa, but this nigga huge, and he from these like.
And the nigga played basketball, so his feet, I don't know if you know anything about it, but if you personal protection bodyguard fighting, your feet are what's important. He had great feet. This nigga could fight. Oh, he was a knockout.
What was you and D at when y'all got into a fight? So because that's why I rolled with.
Oh, me and Big D. This is when I very first started it, and my partner, my best friend, one of my best friends, his name is Charles Temple. Charles Temple is the guy who owned Big Boy Records. He was Big Boy. If you don't know Charles Temple, you do know him. He had Mystical. He had Black Menace, Partners in Crime, the Ghetto Twins, Fiend, Tim Smooth, G Slim. Rest in peace to G Slim.
And y'all niggas got out there and got to fighting one night.
Nigga, we at the BRE convention in Atlanta.
Zach, who,
BET recorded this. Black Radio Exclusive is a convention. Black Radio Exclusive, like all these conventions where all the artists went, showcase where all of the art, where all of the labels would showcase new talent. And then the labels, like Mystical was on Jive at the time and Big Boy. And if you don't know Big Boy Records, you do know Pump the Party from Partners in Crime.
yeah, Pump the Party.
Yeah, like.
So y'all niggas out there and Big D working the records with y'all. How did y'all get into it with the niggas?
Well, what happened was, them other niggas from New York, they had the boot camp clique.
Yeah.
Buckshot LaFont, all of them old school New York niggas be sound like they got trash can beats beating on trash cans and shit for their beats. And they had they had boot camp clique and they had Partners in Crime. So they thought that we were swagger jacking. They didn't understand Louisiana shaped like the boot.
Yeah.
That's why they called it the boot camp clique. Right. Partners in Crime. They were a bouncer group. These niggas is literally like, nigga, writing letters to the office. Literally writing letters to the office, telling us they was gonna see us when we got to the convention. So Chuck didn't go, but Precise went. Precise is the dude who did all the beats for Mystical, married one of the Ghetto Twins. He's one of the pioneers of hip hop in New Orleans, him and KLC or whatever. But long over short, Paris from the West Coast, he's a producer. He's telling Precise, hey man, be careful. They got plans to get y'all. I was like, get who? Who they gonna get? I'm like, I'm looking over my shoulder, who you gonna get? So Big D, they gave us these big boy record jackets, and that's when the jackets from the labels was big. You know, like that was a big thing to have. So you got Big D on one side of the stage at the job showcase, and we on the other side. Little did they know who's behind the stage. You got Keith Murray and them performing, and Tim Smooth was talking shit. Yo, Keith Murray, I'll bust your ass like freestyle, you know, because Tim Smooth was his shit. So back behind us, though, was me and Green and the clique. I'm cool with 40. I'm cool with D-Shot. I'm cool with Billo, with Be Legit. If you know E40, you know D-Shot, you know Be Legit, and E40's bodyguard, Omar, they made me look small then. So mind you, we on stage, Mystical is doing the record. I'm out that boot camp clique. These niggas come to the front of the stage. Fat Boy, Dr. Dre, from Dr. Dre and Ed Lover.
Yeah.
He's the DJ at the showcase. So he's looking through the crowd. He's got the mic. Sice is on the turntables. He mixing it and scratching it in. Yo, left. Them niggas, Buckshot, LaFont, Smith and Wesson was the dudes, them two dudes from that rap group. They start coming up to, don't do the song, money. Don't do the song, money. Y'all false, homie. He didn't say we was fake. That nigga said we was false.
False? Like true or false? Nigga?
So we sitting on the stage. We on the stage. This stage ain't too much bigger than this, and you got all these acts on the stage. Mystical back there. The Ghetto Twins is behind us. So when the music stopped and the lights kind of come up, I look around, the Ghetto Twins got their switchblades out.
The girls?
Shit. They used to be signed to Eazy-E. They used to be called the Wonder Twins. So the dude tried to get on stage. Why did he do that? He went to Big D side. Mind you, BET is filming all this. This shit was on BET. This is a true story. I don't know what he was thinking about. D was light on his feet. Big old nigga. At that time, you got to figure this is 98, whatever that was. He tackled the nigga and the nigga just folded up like a chair. I come from the other side. Mind you, I'm not too far from graduating from college. I'm not too far from a gangbanging mentality. So I run from one side of the stage and I jump in the air and I get that nigga all his elbow.
You niggas is brawling at the BET.
We balling at the BRE.
Yeah.
I knocked all of this shit loose.
Then
Then the other nigga came, hit him in his throat, left hand. Bing! He can't breathe. So Busta Rhymes, he cool with them at this time. I don't know nothing about Busta. All I know is, nigga, you get ready to come up here, you got to bring a whole lot, cuz. We beat the shit out of them niggas.
And it's crazy. You niggas beat all these niggas' ass in some kind of way. You found your way to be a man of the Lord. This nigga's a pastor up here.
But here's the deal. But here's the difference, though.
I need you to understand, like, as he's saying this, this nigga did my daddy eulogy at the funeral. It's like, this nigga right here. We've been talking to for the last hour.
No, it's crazy. But then look, here's E40 and D-Shot. We had your back, homie. We had your back.
Hey, man.
But yeah, it was different. We had fun with that, though. We beat them niggas up.
Man, like, you know, to even talk about this and say Blue Laces today, dog, it's definitely gonna be a part 2. Man, shout out to my boy Brick. So 2016 I started opening. I'm trying to tell you about this shit. But I'm on a dream cruise. It's me, Nipsey Hussle, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, Young Migos. They've been out about 2 years. They've just had dropped Culture. Culture 1, Culture 2 was in the wind to come out. And man, Nipsey is on this boat. Now, we've been in LA all this time, so I know who Nipsey is. But to everybody else at the time, it's just like Slim Thug. Like, you go somewhere, they may not know who he is.
But they know he's somebody.
They know he's somebody.
Yeah.
Man, this nigga Nip took his shirt off. I'm on the boat. I got a pink shirt on, and I will show you niggas the picture. You will be superimposed in here. It's a bunch of niggas from Grape Street that's done teamed over niggas from the neighborhood on this boat.
What?
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. This nigga had purple bandana from Grape Street.
Y'all don't understand the significance of Grape Street. Grape Street is like a derivative of Offset of like a Crip, but it's just Grape Street, and their tagline is anybody killer. So if you go to LA and you see some dudes in lowriders, and they got California raisins in their back window,
leave them niggas alone.
I heard it through the grapevine when they say that That's some Grape Street shit. They don't give a damn if you Crip or if you Blood. If you play with Grape Street, they like Fifth Ward niggas. They're just different. They are very different, and they don't play no games, and they got respect all over the city. But let me tell you something. You talking about Looney and Loco? I know I got a couple of partners from Grape. I'm some different niggas. So for them to get along with RSC, with Neighborhood, like with Roller 60s, that's...
We on this boat, bruh. And so
no
we all in there. They like this nigga took a whole bottle of Patron and poured it on homie because it was his birthday. And bro, Brick was hey man, we watching all this liquor fly. And I'm amazed. I've been standing with Amber Rose because at the time me and Amber Rose was working on the show together. She was bringing back like
slut walk thing.
Nah, bro. She had a whole new show that she was doing, like Love Talk Late Night, where they talk about sex and shit. It was nuts, dog. So she was like, "Hey, you know, we're gonna bring you on. I auditioned for this part. Me and Duval both auditioned for this one role to get this part on the show. I beat the nigga out for this role, and so Amber Rose took me in her Lamborghini that week and rolled me to the goddamn comedy club. A couple nights came and seen my shows. So I'm wearing pink, like." She said, pink looks good on you, nigga. I got 3 pink shirts from Zara that week. Like, nigga, I'm pink everything. I got my bottom grill in. But on this boat, I'm standing here with Nip and all these Crip niggas from LA because we all caught the flight from LA to Miami together. So, man, we kicked it the whole weekend. And that was the only time I was like, nigga, I should have joined a set. Like, I missed it, dog.
Nigga, you don't get grown and join a set, nigga, no.
I was like, no, nigga, I missed out a part of my life. I felt like niggas like, hey, well, I was like, nigga, you would have been a great Crip, cuz y'all like all your energy, homie. So my wife took all my shoes out my bag because she was upset that I had to go do this show.
She took your shoes out your bag?
Yeah, so I packed my bag to go. I'm like, I got my bag packed.
She crippled
She
your
just
ass.
about to go out there and just have fun. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about these bitches. I'm finna go out here and work. I'm host this concert. Nigga, I get on the boat. It's no shoes in my bag. I got these flip-flops that I came with. And they like cloth flip-flops, so they done got messed up in the sand. So I said, fuck it. I'm finna go Eric Benet the whole rest of the boat ride. I take my shoes off.
Hell
I'm barefoot. Don't give a fuck, nigga. Don't matter.
You barefoot
On a boat.
with gang members.
Yes, nigga.
Ain't no way in here.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm outside having the time of my life on this boat, dog. And dog, I got off the goddamn boat, went back, caught the flight back to LA. In the airport, I'm barefoot, walking. I ain't got no shoes.
You gonna catch hookworm, nigga.
I don't care, nigga. I think I got hookworm on the boat. So I'm there walking, and I catch, in LA, I had to catch an Uber. Now the Uber at the time, it was so expensive for you to catch it, like
From the airport, yeah.
So I would walk down and catch it from the Denny's. I'd go catch the shuttle bus all the way to the outside, get off
On
at
the
Denny's.
Denny's on Century.
Then, right there. So I'm standing there, right? I got this fuchsia loud colored shirt on. Car pull up. I was like, oh shit.
Got you.
Nigga was like, clack the window down. That's that nigga right there. I said, oh shit. I was like, I'm waiting on this Uber. This Uber says 8 minutes away.
You ain't got no luck.
I'm out there. I'm barefoot. I ain't got nothing popping. I was like, man, fuck. I'm like, what do they want? Nigga, like, what is it? I'm trying to look, do I got anything blue, red on? I got on pink. Nigga, this is in between. Nobody can bang on a nigga with pink on. I'm gonna be a punk. That's what's gonna happen. They gonna roll me down. I'm finna, what's up, bitch? Yeah.
Sissy.
I'm finna, like, you just like finna a long conversation. Where you from? I don't know where you want me to be from. Like, I'm already making in my mind up what's finna happen. So the nigga was like, that's the nigga right there. Yeah, it's him. So let's get out the car. I'm like, fuck. Nigga got out the car, walked up to me. I'm standing there, I got my fist tightened up. And he was like, hey, man, you was on a boat? I said, yeah. The other nigga, he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, did you miss me? God damn. Took y'all ass around the world and dropped y'all ass off. This is another fantastic episode of the Did You Miss Me podcast.
Wow.
Special thanks to my boy Lump for being here today. Great stuff. Blue Laces 1. There will be a part 2. We'll see you next time.
Photos, guys.
Yo, to the best podcast in the whole wide world, best storytellers, we want to give you this right here. An award
reward for being the best fans that we got. Come on over to patreon.com/Did You Miss Me podcast and make sure you support us. Join us over there. As well as, get all the new merchandise we got. DidYouMissMePodcast.com. New merchandise. You see it. You see it. Take it in, bitches. We all up in this thing. Exclusive content. Only on patreon.com. We black owned.